Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here doing a unboxing slash try on, not full try on. Before we get into it, just to clarify, I will not be putting these lipsticks on my lips, but I am going to go over and give my thoughts on the Jaclyn Hill lipsticks. I did reach out to everyone on my Instagram and on my YouTube community tab asking if you guys are interested in this video, because if there wasn't really any interest in it, because there have been so many videos about this, then I wasn't going to do it. But everyone wanted to see if these were in the same condition that everyone else has been seeing, so we're doing it. And I don't know where to start. So my name's Elizabeth. If you're new here, this isn't my typical content. This is just, you know, normally it would just be like, hey, here's my lipsticks, try it on in a video, things like that, or let you know later what I'm wearing. But I'm just so flipping curious about these that this is why we have the video. So I hope you take the time to hit that subscribe button, become part of the Wolf Pack today, and let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so whenever I brought this up on my community tab, people said that I needed to go ahead and make sure that I watched a couple of videos to see what all was going on, and so that's what I did. And I took some notes about things that I had saw online, because I wanted to make sure that there were things I was looking for once I got the lipsticks. And it's just, I'm trying to keep my thoughts organized on it, because honestly, I think I started down a rabbit hole. I started watching one video, and then I started going through different YouTubers channels. Some beauty gurus were talking about it. I did see Raw Beauty Christie's and That Girl Shay. The video from That Girl Shay, man, she was pissed. Like, she had to tell herself to stop talking about how mad she was watching or swatching those lipsticks. So, man, okay, if you haven't seen that video, you need to check it out. And Raw Beauty Christie, she went really in depth with a microscope looking at it, and I do not have the capability of doing that. So if you were looking for that, I'm so sorry, but I will have her video linked down below. I did see the video that Jaclyn put out talking about the lipsticks after all the accusations went out and everyone talking about it. And if you've seen this video, please tell me if you agree with me or if you don't. It seemed like that video was kind of aggressive. Like, all these videos that I did see, they all started out with, man, I love Jaclyn Hill. I want her to succeed. I want this to be awesome. You know, I have loved her for so many years. I hate to be saying this. I can't say that. Jaclyn Hill, I have been subscribed to her for a while, but it's because the girl knows makeup, or at least I thought she did. She knew how to do all these different techniques and things, and that's the kind of subscriber I am. If I find value in your videos, whether it be makeup or something very specific, like most of my subscribers, they subscribe to me because I have information about Boxycharm. So it's just, that's how it works. And so I subscribed to her for that, and I thought she knew her stuff. Just completely blew me out of the water, the kind of things she does, things I've never even heard of. And so I was using her channel to learn things, so I had a lot of respect for her. A lot of respect, but honestly, she's one of those YouTubers that you need a cup of coffee before you can listen to her, because she's so high energy and making these crazy faces and sounds and just blah, all over the place. Like, it's entertaining. It is. It can be very entertaining, but it's just a lot to take in. But the girl knew what she was doing. So when I heard that she came out with lipsticks, of course I'm like, well, you know, someone who is this well versed and so knowledgeable in makeup, and I mean, I trusted her. I don't think I really bought any other influencers' makeup except for Jeffree Star. I bought his. I'm trying to think through my collection. I have things that I've gotten like from TJ Maxx and Marshalls that are from influencers, and but I don't really consider that me going and buy it. Like, I've never been super excited to go out on launch day to get the products, except for Jeffree Star. Sorry, my boyfriend just got here. 1 second. Okay, so I forgot where I was at. I'm so sorry. So there were a lot of things, people talking about defects with the lipsticks. I am definitely going to be looking for it. I watched Marlene Estelle's video where she had a couple of chemists on her Instagram stories asking or answering some of the questions that people had about the lipsticks. And so a lot of things that Jaclyn had said in her video, they were kind of agreeing with it or explaining some of the things. Like, there were issues with maybe the products weren't mixed properly, and with her having to make them in such a quick amount of time, because she did say they didn't go into production until May, and they were released at the end of May, which seemed like it was pushing it. You know, some of those things I do understand, but she did say that the fibers that everyone is seeing, there's not really, if this was a proper facility, this shouldn't have even been a possibility. And so she is recommending that people do not swatch the lipsticks, or at least don't put them on your lips or anything like that until the tests go through, because apparently a reporter for ABC News has picked it up. She is going to be sending these off to the lab to get tested, which for something like that to make major news, like the major networks on their news stations, that's pretty impressive. Or not in this situation. You know, I wish it was under better circumstances, is what I'm trying to say. And so I'm not going to be putting them on my lips, just out of safety issues. But we were watching the video talking about, or listening to Jaclyn talk about it, and she explained everything away. It seemed like she was kind of bothered on things that she was going over, and Devin, she was talking really, really fast. Even Devin pointed it out, and he's someone who doesn't really care about a lot of the beauty influencers, their kind of things. Even he was like, he asked me straight up, you remember this? He asked me if I had put this on like the faster play speed. It seemed like she was talking that way, and you know, and then she didn't, I don't know, she downplayed everything. She didn't have any makeup on. She was wearing a hoodie, which that seems to be the code for an apology video, is to wear a hoodie. And then she had the big cross on. I don't know if she always wears that, but it just seemed like she was doing a PR thing, in my opinion. And it didn't come off very well. It just, some of the things she was saying made sense. Like, I could totally understand, like, because of the butters that were in the lipsticks, there was things like that going on with it. And I can see the temperature affecting it. I heard her say butters so many times, it makes you think South Park. Give this video a thumbs up if you know what I'm talking about. So, all of it aside, I just want to say my personal experience with purchasing the items. I was very happy on launch day that I was able to go in there and snag the trio, the lightest nude lipstick trio. I was able to get that. I had no issues checking out. I heard there were a lot of issues from other people trying to get checked out that was kicking them out, losing their place, and then saying all the products were gone. I didn't have any of that. I had no issue whatsoever. I was extremely happy to be able to get it. I went back in just to double check what the colors were that I actually purchased, and it was sold out. Like, literally within seconds of me completing my order, sold out. So I was like, dang, good. I managed to get it before it was gone. And then, you know, I didn't pay for expedited shipping. I did hear about all the issues with it. People were saying that they didn't pay for expedited and they were getting it next day. People who had paid for expedited weren't getting it at all. Like, it was taking an extremely long time. And I knew I was going to have to wait. I was okay with that. I wasn't going to complain about it. But I did go on Twitter talking about it because my order, it took them, like, shipping was supposed to be 3 to 7 business days. Just standard. It took them extremely long time. My order, they processed it. Okay. It took a week for them to give me the tracking information for the order. And then after they gave me the tracking number, it was 4 days until it ever got touched. And it took a total of 2 weeks. So it took them 10 business days to get my order here. Total of 2 weeks to get here. So shipping took a long time, and I did actually email them, be like, hey, you know, possible lost order, can you check on this for me? And it took them forever to respond back, and whenever they did, they're just like, your order's not lost, here's a number. That's literally what they said to me. So customer service isn't very good at all. But anyways, enough gabbing about the experience up to that point. We're just gonna go ahead. This is where we're at now. She has her own custom Jaclyn bubble mailer. This is shipped through UPS, and it's just a nice little touch. She did try to do different things to try to make it a little bit extra, and I thought the emails that she sent out were very inappropriate, you know, unprofessional. We're obsessed with your order. Now you can obsessively track your order. I mean, it's, I don't know, it just didn't seem very professional to me. And here is the form going over the return policy. I will probably be needing that. And then we have the actual lipsticks. Devin's been watching a few of these videos with me. I think he's curious too. And my friend, I told her I got these, and she has been texting me for 2 days straight because these got here yesterday. I didn't want to mess with them at all. I wanted to make sure they had a chance to completely cool, so that just to give them a chance in case they had heated up, because they were on the truck for a week. 7 days. So I wanted to make sure there was nothing wrong with them that way. And this is the Nude Mood Lipstick Trio. It comes with the shades Nude AF, Amaze Balls, and Obsessed. I like the packaging that she did for this. It looks nice. And I was concerned because people said that she had these in stock, then they sold out, and then she magically put them back in stock. I was afraid that I was going to get just 3 loose ones in here and say that was a trio, but thankfully it came in the actual unicarton. These do feel kind of heavy compared to other lipsticks. Like this is a Lorac lipstick. This does feel really, really heavy. And here's a Too Faced lipstick with some of the special packaging. And that feels closer in weight. Okay, so the first one, I'm going to try to show you guys exactly what they look like. I don't know how well my camera is going to be able to focus on it, but I do have my iPhone here so that I can take some footages, or I do have my iPhone here with me so that I can take some footage if there are things that I can't exactly get to show up on the camera here. So I'm going to try to put everything together, and if I have to, I will stop recording with my good camera and hold it in my hand and take pictures of it with that so that you can get the clearest picture possible. So let's start with Nude AF. Oh, and one thing they did want to mention, everyone was getting the same batch codes on each of the lipsticks. I've got GC05A. So they all have the same batch code, and one of the things that she mentioned in that video is saying that she didn't actually have batch codes, she had production codes, which I think is kind of odd that they would have. You know, I thought that was a standard you're supposed to have, you know, for each, in case they had one batch that was bad, they knew which ones to get rid of, and then they could start over with the next batch. You know, it just, that was confusing. And man, I can't get her lipstick out of here. Okay, and here is the lipstick. Very, very pretty. And it has the JH symbol on the front. I'm going to zoom in on this for you. And there is the lipstick. Very, very pretty. And I love the little diamond up at the top. It's very nice. And you guys are going to get to see it open for the first time while I've got you zoomed in here. Nothing in the cap. I'm already seeing it. So it looks like there are marks. I'm hoping this is zooming in on the lipstick and not me. It looks like there are marks there on the base, and there is one fiber sticking out the top.
I'll see.
Don't touch it.
Huh, there is.
There is a fiber embedded in the top of it.
Like a bunch of dots.
And Devin's noticing a bunch of dots. And this is coming from someone who doesn't really know much about lipstick or makeup like that. Even he is noticing it.
Hold on. Ooh. Okay.
He's giving it the full once over. I see little marks along the side, but you know what? That's normal. Sometimes that happens. And I don't think it's leaning to one side or another. I'm going to try to see if you guys can see the little fibers. I don't see any holes in the top of it. Wait, yeah I do. There's little holes in the top of it also. Next, we're going to show you Obsessed. I feel weird having the camera so zoomed in on my face right now, to be honest. I do really like the diamond on the end. That's really, really pretty. It's just so it's so sad that it's associated with this particular bad launch. Nothing on the inside of the cap. And here is this one out. It looks almost 100% perfect, all except that there is one spot on it. There is one little tiny black, or it looks like a black fleck on it, but it's not. This is it's a air bubble, but there's none in the top of it, but just that one kind of on the side. Yeah, so that one actually looks really, really nice. I don't see any demarcation anywhere else, and it doesn't appear to be melted whatsoever at the base. That one looks pretty good. And that was another thing too. People were saying that it was mold on the little black spots, what they were seeing as black spots, but they're actually holes, so it's not Thankfully, not black mold. And the last one is Amaze Balls. Nothing in the cap. I do see one fiber, one little tiny fiber up at the top, and there's one little dot in the center on the top there that looks like a little sweat mark. But other than that, it looks absolutely perfect. Just that one little fiber sticking out the top. No holes, no nothing. These actually look fairly nice compared to the ones that I've seen online. I'm gonna go ahead and do some live swatches for you. I have a second camera on my iPhone set up right here on a little tripod, and I'm going, that way you can see me swatch them as it happens, and I'm going to include that footage in here, and then we will go over the results, because I want to see if I have the same issue with it, like the little beads that come up that a lot of people have seen, and a lot of the grit. I'm not going to put it on my lips, but I do want to see if it does that. And I also want to mention one thing. The packaging on here, the little glittery smooth part, that feels really nice. I really like the job that she did with that, but it's nothing new. Ciate London, they have this as well, and if I'm being honest, it looks prettier. Not because it's a different container, but because the glitter on this is more prominent. But you know what? For her first lipstick, I thought this was really good. I do like the packaging a lot. Okay, so do not mind the mess that I have set up here. I gathered some other lipsticks that I wanted to talk about here in just a second with you guys. But let's just go ahead and get into live swatching. This one is Nude AF, the one that has the most issue. And I'm not going to turn all the way up to the top, because she did say that that was one thing that people shouldn't be doing. And it feels very creamy, almost a waxy consistency, and no issues yet. I don't see, I'm going to turn towards the light there. I don't really see any balls of anything coming up. There's a couple of little spots coming up there, but I'm going in pretty hard. Okay, a big piece right there came off. Let's see what that is. And don't see any issue with it. And I'm still not really seeing anything with the bullet. I'm not, like, the texture that I'm seeing on here looks pretty normal. I'm not seeing anything, and I'm trying to go into it pretty hard. I'm hearing a noise whenever I'm swatching it, but I think it's because it's so creamy. Like, it's almost making like a suction where it's melting. But no beads, so that one is actually okay. I don't see any issues with it. I don't think it's melting or starting to twist. I think that one's okay. And maybe some slight staining on my hand from the lipstick, which I didn't expect to see that. That's kind of weird. And now we're going to go in with Amaze Balls. And that one has just a couple of little fibers on it, not anything major, and a little bit of a watermark right there. Okay, this one has a little bit more grit. Like, there's a little bit more texture there as you get into it. Wait, oh, there they are. There, you can see the indentation. I started to feel something a little bit hard tugging at my skin, and you can see where it was pulling across. Yeah, you can see where it's pulling across. So this one is doing that, the one that people were saying was having issues. So, okay. I'm going to keep that one out. That one did have issues. And I'm going to remove this again. And please don't mind this. I got bit by something. I don't know what it is. And I didn't realize it was on this hand until I started swatching. Like it was too late. But there you go. Alright. And then the last one is Obsessed. And this one, I think this one was perfect. No, that one had a little hole in it. Yeah, that one had the little hole up at the top. Other than that, this one is perfect. Oh, oh. This one. Guys, you can see it right there. There's little specks. Like, these are actually hard, like, big pieces of stuff. You can see right there. I'm gonna see if I can get them out. And just so that you guys can see this too on this camera. And I'm actually seeing a couple of little hairs on this one as well. I pulled out one fiber. And there's another right here. So these fibers seem to be in the lipstick, not actually just on top. This breaks my heart to mess up a lipstick trying to do it for a video. But let me see if I can get this out. Okay, this is actually, oh, I'm so glad I recorded this. There is a hard piece right there. That is a hard piece. Yeah, right there is a hard piece that was in the lipstick that was raised up. I just pulled it out like it was solid. Solid. So there's that, and I'm so glad I was recording it on the other camera. So let's go ahead and get this out. But this, I did hear online people saying that this was crystallized of the mango butters. So there's that one that came out of the lipstick. Now let's get the other one. That one's really hard. I'm trying to get it out, but it's almost digging back into the lipstick. But I'm determined to get that little booger out. Okay, there it is. There is that piece. Now I've got between my fingers, I'm just going to, wait, that is a hard piece of something. And it's huge too, like that. I think I could see that cutting someone's lip. I mean, if it's a crystallized something, I mean, I can understand that, but I really didn't think I was going to find something in my lipstick. I was thinking, wow, these aren't as bad, you know, as I've seen online, but yeah, there you go. That's what's coming out of the lipstick. And this other one, rolling it around, yeah, you can get all of the lipstick off of it and it's still like that. That one's huge. Okay, so I'm done. I went ahead and tried. It is getting late on this video. It's like 12:15 at night. I think I put enough effort into doing this. I'm surprised and not surprised at the very same time about these lipsticks, because it seemed like a couple of them were okay. One was perfectly fine. I swatched it many times. It did okay, and that one was Nude AF. The second one, Amazeballs, started to get the little grittiness to it, and it does have the fibers on it. That seemed to be, I just pulled one out of the lipstick. So the fibers are in the lipstick on that one. But the third one, Obsessed, those little like hard pieces came out of it. That's not okay. That is horrible. And, you know, it's sad because I know she'd probably never had any intention of this happening. Obviously, you know, why would you put your name on something expecting it to be bad? I'm guessing that maybe there was actually a problem with the batch, that someone had told her about it. Someone had told her about it, but she just went ahead, had to do it. She had pressure to do it. Maybe because a lot of these companies, you know, not always is there going to be just the YouTuber doing it. It could be they have people backing it up financially. And it could have been one of those things like either you release it now or never. And she decided to go ahead and release it now, thinking that maybe someone really told her that it was a very small percentage, and that if they do the refunds and replacements for that, it won't be an issue. I have no idea. But I'm really sad for her. I'm really sad that this is happening. My foundation's wearing off right on the down my nose on my face, and it's driving me crazy. Like I said, it's been a while. So this, would I recommend their lipsticks? No. And the sad thing is, even if she comes out with something later, or if she redoes the whole thing, does a full recall and replaces everything like you would expect her to, because of the way that she has been behaving on social media about this, you know, attacking people that are discussing it, people who have actual concerns, like fans who have concerns, you know, she got my $50 this time. She's not going to get it again. I'm not going to do it. I really wanted to. I really wanted to say these are amazing, because especially nudes. That was a great idea. I have a hard time finding the perfect nude for my skin tone, and I went ahead and swatched her 3 lipsticks again, and I went through my collection trying to find some that were exact dupes for it. I did manage to find this one here, the Amazeballs, the one that was so bad. I found an exact dupe for it. Sphinx from Lorac. I mean, perfect match. And the other one, the one here, this one is Nude AF. I didn't find an exact dupe. I found one really close. This is from Too Faced. This is Dollface. The color is the exact same, except this one's more of a matte lipstick, where her formula is more creamy. So there's a lot more shine to it, so it's not going to be an exact match, but the color is dead on. The only one I wasn't able to find a dupe in my personal collection was Amazeballs. I couldn't find that, so that one, I'm so sad that this didn't work out. You know, even after they come out saying maybe it's okay, because I keep finding fibers in them, and they're starting to get longer as you get into the lipstick. Just don't get it. I'm wiping this off as soon as I can. Actually, I need to go ahead and do it now. It's not good. Don't spend your money on it. There's so many channels that are canceling Jaclyn Hill, and I can see both sides of it. Part of it because this is a subpar, like this is a poor product, and on the other side, I'm sure she didn't mean for it to happen. I don't know, there's too many problems with it. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want me to investigate more makeup, I'm happy to do so, but I think this will be the last time I'll be mentioning this on my channel. I mean, we'll see, but I think this is the last time I'll be talking about it. Just those little pieces, like, I don't even know if you guys can see it, but they're hard texture. I'm going to show Devin these here in a minute and see what he thinks. Like, they're almost like little beads. Like, if they drop on the countertop, they bounce. Whatever they are, they actually bounce, almost like glass. So yeah. Alright guys, well thank you so much for taking time to watch this video. I'm going to get this makeup off my face. And by the way, if you're interested in a good nude, the one that I'm wearing is from Smashbox. This is the shade Famous. And this one, I've had this one for a while. It's a little sample size that I got. And love this color. Absolutely one of my favorites. I don't know why I stopped wearing it, but now that I've kind of rediscovered it, I've been loving it with every look. And my eyeshadow today is also Smashbox. It is one of their little cover shot palettes. This is the Pinks and Palm eyeshadow palette. Yeah, so that's where like the little pop of green here and the purple pink all over the lid. I went very flamingo today. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a great weekend and I will see you in my next video. Bye!